Racehorse adoption program. And today for our meet and greet, I decided to switch it up a little bit. And instead of just me talking about one horse, I have enlisted the help of my riders to talk about a couple of the horses that they've been working with or want to introduce you guys to. So you're going to see 8 different horses today. We're going to give you a really brief rundown, but feel free to type in any questions you have to the comments box. And even if you're not watching live, we're going to try to circle back and address those questions you have. So without further ado, let's get started. Allie, who do you have here?
This is Brew. You guys might remember him from a video we did last week when I was actually on him. To give you guys more of an insight into his personality in the barn since you've seen him under the saddle. A little background on Brew. He came to us in the beginning of April when we started training. He is 4 years old. He's kicked out in our gelding field. He's kind of in the middle pack, I would say. I'm pecking order maybe a little higher up than some of the other guys. But he's really sweet. He's kind of like a big dog. He always sticks his head out of the barn and wants attention, wants to be scratched. I was petting him yesterday in the ring and he stretched his neck all the way out and started to fall asleep. So he's, I would say, a little bit on the lazier and quiet side. But in terms of attention in his stall, he will never turn down a treat or some pet. So he's a really cool guy, really sweet too. He's still working under saddle at the trot and working on the canter as well. He's always really fun under saddle just because he is so willing to please still. That hasn't gone away from when I was on him last week. He's still really happy to train and always comes in really tired from the field playing for all his friends.
Cool. Allie, how tall is he?
He is around 16 hands, 16'1". He's on the thicker side. He has some big muscle, big bones. He fills up your leg really nicely as a ride. He's very comfortable too at the trot and canter and covers up a good amount of ground. This is Brew.
Okay. All right. So next we're gonna walk on down and we're gonna put Dom in the spotlight, who's going to be talking about a horse who came pretty recently into our program named Olive Greens. To give you a little background on Olive, she's a 2017 mare. She stands at, what do you think, 15'1" or 2? 15'2". She's pretty petite. We like to say compact.
Yeah, so this is Olive. She's really sweet. We started working with her on the ground and with lunging about a week or 2 ago. And as you can tell, she's super sweet. She has that really kind eye. And she's just kind of an in-your-pocket personality. She's a little bit lower on the pecking order in the field. Just doesn't really cause much drama. And she loves to be groomed and loved on. And yeah, in lunging her, she's a little bit more on the sensitive side, so we've just been working on getting her brain to slow down a little bit and come back to us, but I think she's going to be really cool once she figures out the program a little bit more. And I really enjoyed working with her. She's just really sweet and kind overall. As you can tell, she's got this cute little compact body. She's just like a little put in your pocket maiden.
Great. And then behind you over here, I actually get to throw in my own 2 cents in this one. I'm talking about one of the horses who I just started under saddle yesterday. Sorry for the squeaky doors. This is Bahati Hara. She was actually born in Peru. I'll try to seduce her up here, but she's a pretty big mare. She's a 2016, so at the top of my head, he's 16.3, so she's about 16.2. What's really fun for me about working with horses like her is she carries a lot of tension. She has that sort of high-octane athlete demeanor about her, so she's ready to go all the time and almost concerned about wanting to please, but being a little bit unsure of how to do that. So she's been fun because you can see her starting to break down her walls and the inhibitions she had of just being unsure. And now as she's developing, she's becoming more confident. You see more of her personality coming out, and I'm just really excited to see how she is going to continue to progress and do in the future. That was my head. She said, I thought that was hay.
We had a question about the mares. Are mares easier to handle than geldings?
It depends on which mare and which gelding you're comparing. Definitely not apples to oranges here, or it would be apples to oranges, not apples to apples. So they're on different playing field, so to speak. You have mares who are very tomboyish, and you don't have those quote-unquote marish moments. You have geldings who can be very difficult to handle. So there are certain stereotypes, but you have to really go on an individual basis because you can get them all across the spectrum. So it's a little bit hard to answer with that one. The stereotypes basically, would be that mares are a little bit more difficult and opinionated, and sometimes that's the case. So a person who was looking for a mare might just have to be a little more prepared to do what we call a finesse ride, so you're not really muscling them into anything. You have to kind of get them to definitely work with you, whereas geldings are kind of seen to be more aloof. But like I said, there are exceptions to all of those rules and stereotypes, so it's hard to pin down, which is why we always encourage people to really just work with our trainers in talking with the personalities you're looking for, and we might just surprise you with something that's not in the general box that you're looking for as far as the horse's sex. So next we have Julie here with Thrice.
As you can see, she came up to us nicely, which wasn't the case when she first got here. She was a little standoffish and shy, and she wasn't really sure about people. Sometimes she gets a little moody. I would say she kind of fought the system a little bit when she first got here, and we ended up putting her out with a group of mares in 24/7 turnout. She's been in for 2 or 3 weeks now, and she's completely different. She's so easy to work with on the ground now. She'll follow you around like a little puppy dog. She stands nicely on the cross ties, and she really enjoys peppermints, so that's some kind of bribery we do to get her to be a little bit more friendly in the stall.
Thrice is actually a perfect example, I think, of that stereotype of like a mare being
Opinionated.
a little opinionated, where she'll make a grumpy face, and so if you were intimidated by that, then she would kind of like feel like she could be the alpha in a relationship, where she doesn't really have the bite behind the bark so much, but she has that same sort of hard exterior of I'm this tough lady and you're not going to tell me what to do, but she's actually really easy to work with.
Yeah. When she's out of her stall, she's actually very sweet and loving, and she likes to be petted on. She's not showing right now so much. I guess we'll leave her alone. Her stall is her quiet place.
All right, let's head over to the other barn. We're going to do a little tour between barns.
It's really bright.
And it's going to be windy. We were expecting it to be a little sunnier and quiet at this point, but you get what you get. Do we have any other questions coming in the meanwhile?
How do we set up an appointment to see the horses at the farm?
Well, unfortunately, right now we're not allowed to host face-to-face appointments because of restrictions due to COVID, and we're hoping that will resume swiftly as things start to turn in the future. But for now, the trainers at the other facility and myself are more than happy to accommodate you virtually. So that might mean setting up FaceTime appointments or asking for additional pictures or videos to try to help you make your decision in the meantime.
And Zandra Taylor says she can't wait to pick up Nighty Ann. How is she doing?
She's doing great. She can't wait to meet you either. And Rambo, of course, has to join in. So as we circle into our Robbed Him Repo bar, hopefully, who we're going to visit first is going to be Sandlot Star. So Julie gets to tell us a little bit about him. Sandlot Star got a really strange nickname when he first came here because one of our staff members misunderstood what the other one was saying when they asked about his name. So it is totally random, and hopefully some adopter maybe will find a name that suits him better when he ends up adopted, but we call him Lupe.
This is Sandlot Star.
He's gonna
He just woke up from a nap. Which is normal for him when he comes in. He'll lay in the corner with his head up against the wall for some reason. I guess that's comfortable for him. He was also one that came and was turned out in 24/7 turnout for a while. He was really mouthy when he got here, and he was kind of a pain, but he's super sweet and loving now that he's coming back in. And I worked on the ground with him for maybe a week, and then I got on him for the first time yesterday, and he was absolutely perfect. Trotted right around, walked around, and looked at anything. But he's super easygoing and just wants to please, and Sandlot Star.
We have a question. Do you have any horses suitable for advanced intermediates?
Absolutely. A lot of the horses are suitable for that advanced intermediate or advanced rider range, and that obviously, that classification of how we decide what riders' level and ability, clearly everybody has a different definition of that, but what we're going off of mostly is the individual horses that we have and looking at what we think would be a suitable match for them, and then trying to create a custom match with each adopter. So that's why it's so important that we get an accurate view through the applications and through communications with the adopter, so that we can decide if this particular horse is the best match for that particular adopter. But as just a general classification, I'd say we have quite a few horses who are suitable for that advanced intermediate, especially if working with a trainer. And then most of our horses we generally classify as needing an advanced rider, just because they're green and young and whatnot. So, Dom, who's this?
This is Jumping Through Hoops. He's super sweet. I think he stands about 6'1", I'd say. I started working with a few days ago, and he's just been awesome. He has that really willing, can-do attitude, and is just super even-keeled on the ground. I lunched him yesterday, and he was perfect. He couldn't have been better. Everything I asked him, he did right away, and he does it calmly. And he's just an overall sweet guy. He just wants to be a puppy dog and hang out with you all the time. Right when we walked up to his stall, he was like, "Oh yay, they're here to hang out with me." And so he's just really, really sweet, and I'm interested to see how he continues his progress.
And then I would show you one of my favorite new prospects here, whose name is Sea Shark. And because that's his registered name, I call him Bruce, like the shark in Finding Nemo. So he's a 2016 gelding. He's around 16'2", and he is a really, really sweet, kind horse. He always is. He's drooling on me now because he's half asleep, I think. Well, that's very nice. Thank you. But he's very sweet and affectionate. I just started lunging him the other day, doing groundwork to prep him for under saddle work, and he just struck me as the kind of horse who picked up on things really quickly and is very willing to learn. He was careful over the ground pole when I incorporated that into the lunging circle, and even though he was sometimes confused by what I was asking him, he just tried his hardest to figure it out and then picked up on things really quickly. So I'm really excited to continue to work with him and see how he is under saddle, but I wanted to show him all to you all as a sneak peek opportunity because he's been so neat to work with and so kind. You're very cute. You are. All right, who do we have next?
Roll Tide.
We'll scoot on out to the end of the barn and show you Roll Tide.
Is Carmel Moon still available?
She is, yes. She was in the other barn when we saw some of the other mares, and she was napping, so we sort of skipped over her. But she is still available.
So this is Roll Tide. I think he just woke up from a nap. He has some bedhead. But he is 4 years old. He just got back from our rehab barn, but here on the Maryworth location. So he was in training, went to rehab, and now he's back in training. I personally have not worked with him. I've lunched him only, but he is started under saddle. On the ground, we are all doing our part to help him with his manners. He's still a bit mouthy and learning his place, but he's never mean. He just kind of likes to see what he can get away with. But the second that he learns that you mean business and you are the one in charge, he's very respectful. But it's just working on that repetition and making sure that he is understanding that he can't get away with whatever he wants and it is not his rules as much as he would like to think it is. But with that being said, he's a totally different horse under saddle and just lunging as well. I think he likes to have a job and is a horse who would do really, really well with a structure and working every day. He's actually being sweet right now, so maybe he is finally learning. But he's never mean. He likes to play and he likes to goof off and push his boundaries with whoever's handling him. But he is learning, and slow progress is always good.
All right, well, those were the 8 that we had to show you. There are more horses becoming available or in training at all times, but we just wanted to highlight these guys for you today and give you a little sneak peek on some of them, see what's coming up in the pipeline. So if you have any questions about them and you've missed the live video, feel free to type them into the comments bar and we'll circle back to your questions as we're able. You can check out all of the horses who are already online on our website, horseadoption.com, and go to the tab that says horses. We always recommend that if you're not already an approved adopter to go ahead and submit your adopter application, which will open the doors for you to be able to inquire more about any of these horses, even the ones who are in training and not yet online. And that gives you priority when these horses do become available. You'll already be approved and ready to move forward. So if you see something you like, go ahead and get that application in, and we're going to work on getting more horses available for you and up on the website as soon as possible. But join us again tomorrow. We're going to have another meet and greet at noon, and then at 1 o'clock we're going to be having our weekly virtual tour. So tune in at noon for another meet and greet for another adoptable horse, and then at 1 o'clock we're going to have that virtual tour for you. So we'll see you again tomorrow.